back to STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and joining me now in the studio is author Larita Rice, and she's here to tell us more about her book, Trapped in the System. Now, I think of other things when I think of trapped in the system. I think of being trapped in the justice system and how, you know, justice sometimes is misplaced. Yes. Tell us about the title of the book and how you chose it.
Well, trapped in the system. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
People just automatically think that it's dealing with the justice system. But I got the title back in about 2003 or 5. And after I got it, it really, I guess, covers a lot of the mental entrapment that I incurred in life. And so it deals with being trapped in the mind, trapped in your emotions, trapped in your situations.
And as you talk about that, I can tell that Trapped in the System is a real personal testimonial, a real personal story of yours. Tell us more about what the book is about.
Well, the book deals with a lot of the different types of abuse that I incurred. Rape, molestation, physical abuse. There was some spiritual, emotional abuse, physical abuse, any kind of abuse you can think about. I probably just about experienced it.
Before you came on, we described the book as more of a tragic tale, but
yes,
having you here with us, the lovely woman that you are, mother of 2, and a gospel singer,
yes,
we know that it's also about rising up on the wings that God gave you.
It is. It is. It is an empowerment piece, or empowerment tool, if you will. It does elaborate on a lot of the tools that God provided me in order to be strengthened to overcome.
You know, I think a lot of us can get caught up in, oh, well, this has happened to me, and so therefore this is the reason I'm going to behave this way, or whatever it was. What is it that kept you? You've talked about your spiritual life, but
yes,
I think you're a great testimonial in the sense that you didn't let any of those things stand in your way of your own personal success.
I didn't. It was hard. It was it was a struggle because of a lot of the mental torment that I experienced. And a lot of the physical and verbal abuse that I incurred. So it took a lot to tear those barriers down, to be able to find out, you know, that you can, you will, you shall, those types of things.
It's got to be hard to share it. Why share it in Trapped in the System?
Wasn't by choice. It was by mandate. It was a mandate. It was something that God just put in my spirit to do. As a matter of fact, when I first went to start writing the book, I got the title, as I mentioned, back in 2003, and I started trying to pen in 2008, and I couldn't because it was still, I was teary-eyed. You know, I couldn't write because of the pain, and I thought that I had been healed and was over some things, and I discovered that I wasn't, and so in 2009, I tried to do it again, and that didn't work. And so, but in writing it, because some of the topics that I cover is really raw, and expose, you know, a lot. And I'm like, are you sure you want me to tell this? It's uncomfortable when you're telling your personal testimony in word. I can choose what I want to say to you, but after I've written it in a book and it's all over the world, I can't take it back. And so he just empowered me with strength to be able to go through it. And my propelling force was, I realized that it was a lot of individuals like myself who have gone through it and don't have the strength to talk about it, don't know how to get out of it, and they're looking for tools and resources to get out. And so that was a propelling force for me to go ahead and write it.
Here at STL TV, we have produced a show about surviving abuse and domestic violence, and so the idea is to focus on the success afterwards, you know, so that prevention can be part of, you know, breaking the cycle.
Yes.
So if you'd like to meet Larita in person, we're going to give you details on how you can do that just after this break. In the meantime, you want to get your hands on the book, super easy. Go to Amazon.com. You can also visit a Barnes & Noble location or visit the website, trappedinthesystem1.webs.com. All right, we're going to have more with Larita in just a minute, including where you can meet up with her. But as I mentioned, STL TV produces our own original programming, and you can watch all of that streaming live at stltv.net. Keep in touch with us because we have a Facebook page. You know, everybody's got to do that. And then, then we Twitter, and we stream all of our programming live through our website and YouTube. Okay. So, yeah. Are you out on YouTube yet?
I do have a singing piece on YouTube.
Hey! More of that coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here live at STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and we're talking with author Larita Rice about her book, Trapped in the System. Larita, just to recap for anybody who's just joining us, talk about the premise of the book and what inspired you to write it.
Premise of the book. It deals with a lot of the abuse that I incurred, rape, molestation, physical abuse, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, any kind of abuse. You can just about think about it, what inspired me to write it, basically a mandate from God, was very, very pushy with getting me to do that, and also realizing that there were many people who have dealt with that or dealing with it now and looking for answers and really don't have any how-to factors on how to get out.
You have 2 daughters.
I do.
And and your second grader mentioned to me that she'd actually read the book. So talk about the impact that this is telling your story has had on your daughters.
Well, when you said that, you kind of made me think about when we first, after I finished, it'd been a long process in order to finish the book. But I remember after I got the first copy sent from the publisher, and so we missed the UPS guy at home, and we had to go to UPS to pick it up because we were all anxious to get it in hand, you know. And so when they first saw it, they were just all over the place, like, oh my God, you know, you're on the book. And I'm thinking like, wow, it has finally, you know, happened, long time coming. And so they've been excited. My oldest daughter is actually working on a book. She's working on a book, and so, and the younger one is too, and so they are inspired.
I can see that because, but the sensitivity of the topics that you deal with, for them to hear that and hear that your feelings, you know, that's tough to hear mom hurt.
It is. It is in there, you know, even with my younger daughter, I kind of talk about the struggle that I had contemplating abortion with her. And so she and I have talked about that, you know, and so it's a tough thing, you know, when you recover from that because of all the pressure, you know, from church and different things, and unmarried, and you're pregnant, and all those things. And so it was a tough thing. But we thrived, survived,
you can see it.
We're excited.
You are thriving, and Larita is actually going to be signing books. You've got a couple of them coming up.
I do.
Okay, tell us one.
I have one that's going to be actually this Friday. It's the 19th. It's at the Overland Community Center.
All right.
It's sponsored by Sigma's. They are hosting it, and so it's going to be this Friday, 9225 Lackland, in Overland, Missouri, at 6:30 p.m.
All right, and in addition to being an author, Larita has a beautiful singing voice. So we mentioned YouTube right before the break. So you've got some videos out on YouTube, and I know you've got an album out, right?
I do.
Okay.
It's called Birth in the Fire, and so it's out. And it's available, and they can get it through the website that you guys are advertising.
What's your favorite
My favorite song? I've went back and forth with that. I have 2, I must admit. One is called Lord, I Need You, and the other is We Need Your Glory.
Yeah, and I bet if I ask your girls, they'll say, yeah, we know those words to those songs forward and backward. I hear Mom humming all the time. All right, for more information, get a copy of Trapped in the System, Larita's book. You can visit any Barnes & Noble, go online to Amazon.com, find out more about the book through trappedinthesystem1.webs.com, and also find out more about her singing career through that website as well. And we appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, this has been really cool.
Pleasure.
All right, next time she comes on, she might just sing a little for us, huh?
Sing.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to hold you to it. And if you'd like to keep up with what's going on around St. Louis, like Larita's book signings and her performances and all the other great things that are going on around St. Louis, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, because we want to keep you informed. And our YouTube channel is a great way to watch all of our programming. Larita's out on YouTube. You should subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check you out too. Yes. And then we stream all of our programming through our website, stltv.net. So tell all your friends, if they haven't seen it on TV, they can watch us on YouTube or through our website. We're going to talk about another exciting event that's coming up that will benefit the Crisis Nursery when we come back, so don't go anywhere.